What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Advice, back with another one. You know, I've been hoping and wishing to play some non-standard off-meta teams, and in this episode, I found some. Now let's jump right into these battles. Okay, Zacharoo, what is this? I'd call this soft Trick Room. Hatterene's a big threat for my team, but I do have Terrafire, Iron Mike to Terrafire. Lloyd Banks can kind of sit in front of Hatterene too. But you know what? I'd rather get Snarls off. I don't really see a way for them to stop Hatterene from being doubled into, besides fake out from Grimmsnarl potentially. I do like Lloyd Banks. It can just sit in front of all these Pokemon and get bulk ups off if they want to go the slow bulky screens route. And then Slifer's really good here for that Arboliva. Arcanine could be good against it, but they have Rain potentially as well as Gyarados, so I know Arboliva can also have some really bulky, like, Leech Seed stall sets, so having two Pokemon in Dragonite Slifer and bulk up Lloyd Banks to break through Arboliva could be nice for the endgame. Good luck, have fun, Zacharoo, let's get it. Okay, Grimmsnarl Hatterene, so yeah, probably a fake out lead. They can't fake out Umbreon, so I do have a free Snarl here, and I'll just try to fake out Hatterene if they let me. Yeah, they do go for the fake out. Do we get the drop? Drop on Grim. Drop on Hatterene, let's go. So, they get Trick Room up, and we got to get through 4 turns of it. But between Assault Vest, Iron Mike, and Snarl from Chip, it shouldn't be too difficult. I'm going to Terra. That'll allow me to take less from Dazzling Gleam. I can Drain Punch the Grimmsnarl to get back some of that health. Keep snarling. And then because I'm going Terra Fire, it might entice them to switch in one of their water types to deal with Iron Mike. And so next turn, if they don't switch out Grimmsnarl, and I don't take too much damage to where I feel like I need to Drain Punch again, I might go Thunder Punch into one of the slots trying to catch the Gyarados or that Pelipper switching in. Just my thought. So they set up Reflect. We take Dazzling Gleam pretty well. Umbreon takes a little more than I would have liked. It's Life Orb. But between Snarl and Drain Punch and leftovers, we come out of this turn pretty well as long as we hit this Snarl. We do. Let's go. So Hatterene's -2 now. We're looking pretty healthy. And we've gotten almost halfway through their Trick Room without them picking up any of the vital KOs they need to pick up, or even really getting close. So I'm going to go for that Thunder Punch play into Grimmsnarl. And I want to get Umbreon out of here. I don't want to lose Umbreon. It could be nice to deal with that Arboliva if they have that. -2 is plenty on Hatterene. They do switch out Hatterene into Arboliva. Kind of a revolving door scenario here. I was supposed to be in the same room as you. I wanted you to stay in the back. So Corviknight's in. Corviknight's not threatened. And at least we're putting a little more pressure on Arboliva here with Brave Bird. Thunder Punch does decent chip. So we got 2 turns of Trick Room to get through. I'm just going to Drain Punch Arboliva, try to get a little low so they can't use Protect spam if they are a Leech Seed set. And we'll Brave Bird too. Through Reflect, this probably doesn't pick up, but it is 2 super effective hits, so you never know. If I can get them low, it'll kind of force them to Protect and waste their turns getting recovery back. They do switch Grimmsnarl out into Hatterene. So positioning themselves to get the Trick Room back up, and they just Strength Sap. So that's not terrible. Strength Sap I don't mind seeing because we do have bulk up on Corviknight and Dragon Dance on Roaring Moon, so we have ways around it that'll keep them occupied, and we almost KO. Now, notably, we don't see grassy terrain pop up, so they are probably Harvest, especially with Citrus Berry. 50% chance they get the berry back, and they do get it. Good on you. But they won't get it every time. So one more turn of Trick Room. I should start getting damage on Hatterene, but I also want to get rid of this Citrus Berry on Arboliva. It'd be nice if we could get Arboliva into a range where Roaring Moon in the back can pick them up with Acrobatics. I'm just thinking I do want to get damage on Hatterene, but I think it's better to just roost here. Scout out what they're doing. Keep Corviknight healthy. They're going for a Terra. Uh-oh. Life Orb, Terra, Fire, Hatterene. We got a lot of special defense, but I don't know if we take this. Damn. We just got barbecued. Okay, we could be in some trouble here. And another strength zap, so we're -2 now. Yikes. Now that I'm thinking about it, I've wasted way too many turns sticking damage onto Arboliva that's irrelevant. I should have been attacking the partners, so that's something to think about. I mean, it's getting all of its health back every turn. But I know now for next time at least. Yeah, I think I should have left Arboliva alone. I've wasted a lot of attacks into it, not really accomplished much. And I'd really prefer that Trick Room doesn't go back up. So I'm going to Thunder Punch Hatterene, fish for the para since I'm -2. And we'll go for a Throat Chop. They do have Reflect, but Hatterene's... Oh, that was a crit. I was going to say Hatterene's physical defense is really bad. But that crit probably did matter. And Thunder Punch really wasn't going to do much to them either. So they just Strength Zap again. We haven't seen any attacks from this Arboliva. It's just been Strength Zap every single turn. Losing Corviknight there was bad. Incredibly inconducive to beating a Strength Zap spammer. Okay, Grimmsnarl is in, threatening Slifer with Fake Out and Spirit Break. I'm going to switch in Umbreon and just Protect. I need to get Iron Mike out to reset the attack drops. If I can get a Taunt off on Arboliva, I can start applying some offensive pressure without the risk of Strength Zap. But yeah, I mean, I've attacked into Arboliva probably 4 times now and have really nothing to show for it, so I mean, all 4 of those attacks could have been better used for getting Hatterene off the board more efficiently, like without a crit, or cleaning up this Grimmsnarl. So for next time, you know, I see Arboliva, I just leave it alone until it's the last mon on the field. So in comes Chip to save the day. We Protect. They do go for the Fake Out. And we see Hyper Voice, so they finally attack. Let's see their damage output. Yeah, it's like an 8-hit KO on Umbreon. And as before, I start snarling them down. So I'm going to just taunt Arboliva to stop the Strength Zap spam. And I'll switch into Iron Mike, predicting the Spirit Break here. It'll reset the attack drop on Slifer, and then Iron Mike should be able to finish off this Grimmsnarl. And I'm not sure how many turns of Reflect they have left, but it's got to be coming close to the end, so if I can KO them before they get up another Reflect, we're in a fantastic spot. Okay, they just switch out Grimmsnarl into Gyarados. But it's not Intimidate. We get the Taunt off on Arboliva. And they try to strength sap. No more of that, child. You're on timeout. Nose to the wall. Now. So, I'm just going to foul play Gyarados and go for the fake out. Arboliva is guaranteed to not be able to protect here, but I just can't risk this Gyarados getting out of hand, especially if it's Moxie. So, yeah, they don't protect. Ends up being the right play. I mean, it was always the right play, because Arboliva is not really threatening anything. And it's a 2-hit KO on Gyarados, even through Reflect. Earth Power does minimal damage to Iron Hands. So we're starting to turn this one around. There goes Reflect. So I'm just going to foul play Gyarados to finish it off, and I'll switch into Slifer. He can take a water attack from Gyarados a lot better than Iron Mike will. And it's still got really good special defense as well, so even the double up shouldn't do very much. They just go for Earthquake, not Stab. Does nothing. And Chip takes out Gyarados with a foul play. Chip is the Chad that Chads look up to. 100%. Let's go. I'm going to just keep tugging at the threads, and you're going to see another stall team unravel before your eyes. Hope you're enjoying the show. So they do shake off the taunt. Now Grimmsnarl comes back in. They got to decide between Fake Out, Spirit Break, and Reflect. I'm not really worried about them getting up a Reflect. I do just want to taunt Arboliva and Protect. If they predict the Protect and take out Chip with a double up, with like Spirit Break and Hyper Voice, then they don't get the Reflect up. So I can just come in with Iron Mike and Fake Out and Acrobatics, and that double up should pick up Grimmsnarl. So we haven't started breaking through Arboliva yet, but I feel like the momentum's on my side now. Ball's in your court, bud. Don't get aced. Okay, they do go for the Fake Out. Hey, did I say you could come out of the corner? Nose to the wall, now. Hyper Voice? None of that back talk. I don't want to hear any of that. Alright, so now I got the opportunity to punish that back talk with a Snarl, drop their special attack for the rest of the game, and I don't know that Acrobatics picks up from here, and I don't want to go down to Spirit Break, so I'm going to switch in Iron Mike. It's just a safe play. After a Snarl, Spirit Break and Hyper Voice won't do anything to Iron Mike. They probably KO Chip here, but Chip's done everything I need it to. And time is coming to an end for this Grimmsnarl, because once Chip goes down, I got Fake Out active again. And the double up of Fake Out and Acrobatics will pick up Grimm from here. They do go for the Reflect. I just couldn't risk the Spirit Break. Okay, Arboliva's -1 now. Dang, it doesn't even pick up Chip. Critical hit on Iron Mike, and I couldn't even tell. So we're going to get another Snarl off. And I'm just going to Drain Punch Grimmsnarl. I think it picks up here, judging by the damage that we did earlier. Back a millennia ago when Trick Room was still up. You know, like right around when they started clicking Strength Sap 9 times in a row. Okay, we miss Snarl on Grimmsnarl, that's fine. We catch Arboliva, which is the important one. RIP Chip. We're gonna bring it home for you, boy. You deserve a good rest. Let's go. Drain Punch cleans up. That tasty Ambrosia gets me back to the green. Grimmsnarl's down. It's 4th quarter now. Crunch time. This is what separates the winners from the losers. Which one are you? Alright, Slifer's on the field. Star player, ready to go. I'm just going to click Acrobatics and Drain Punch. See if we can pick him up here. There's the Citrus Berry. Come on. Big hit. Just barely, not enough. Here comes the Strength Sap. They're gonna get everything back. Oh, it was so close. And another Harvest. So, I'm gonna Dragon Dance now. I want to keep their attention on Slifer since he has Protect. And Mike doesn't. Drain Punch to get some health back, but if they start Strength Sapping Iron Mike down too far, then I'm gonna need a lot of Dragon Dances to break through Arboliva. But they shouldn't have too many more Strength Saps. I don't know exactly how much PP it has, but they've used it a lot. I think with Dragon Dance, I'm guaranteed to win here, unless they get a crit on Slifer. Because Dragon Dance definitely has more PP than Strength Sap. So once they can't Strength Sap anymore, I can just Dragon Dance until I feel like I'm gonna do enough damage. So Dragon Dance has to have this guy nervous. I'm gonna protect Slifer, calling the Strength Sap into it, and we'll Drain Punch. At least keep Iron Mike healthy. Good hit, doesn't activate Citrus Berry. And we do get the call right. Let's go. Those are the plays you gotta make when you're trying to win these games. Now, I'm neutral. They have Reflect Up, so I'm just gonna spam Dragon Dance. And we'll Drain Punch again. I could start going for a Fire Punch to fish for burn, but we'll see if it comes to that. Great hit. They gotta be getting nervous now. Okay, we are at neutral. I'm just worried about them getting a Hyper Voice crit. I think I want to prevent them from attacking by going Acrobatics. We'll just Drain Punch again. It's got to be coming close to timer. Okay, Iron Mike is -2 again. And they still get pretty close to full, even off my -1 attack. I'm just going to Dragon Dance here. 3 minutes left, so I can just start taking my time. Yep, that's it. GG. Another bum bites the dust. Okay, Toyobu. Cybertron used something like this with Scarf, Lava Plume into Well-Baked Body. I'm just going to bring Fake out and Skill Swap and try to disrupt their whole strategy of getting huge body presses with Dachsbun. So what else do they have that I need to worry about? Slifer's great into Great Tusk, and then if I preserve the booster energy, it can outspeed Scarf, Armarouge if they have it in the back. And then it's between G-Ammo and Lloyd Banks for my last pick. I'm gonna go with Lloyd Banks. It's a great switch in for the Great Tusk. This team gets hit pretty hard by ground type attacks, so having that flying type switch in can be good here. Good luck, have fun, Toyobu. Also, the Terra Ghost on Lloyd Banks helps out if they do get Well-Baked Body and Body Press going. So they do start off with it. I'm just going to go Fake out into Armarouge, and we'll Skill Swap Dachsbun. Okay, they go for a substitute, but fortunately skill swap does work through substitute. Give me that. Okay, so we've disrupted their lead. I'm kind of forcing them to switch out their substitute, which is nice. I think I need to get rid of Armarouge. I don't really want to switch in anything to this, so we'll just Thunder Punch. And Foul Play as well. Hopefully the combination of Thunder Punch and Foul Play can pick up Armarouge. They do swap it out. Okay, well Flutter main definitely doesn't want to take this double up. They double switch, so they're trying to completely reset. But fortunately we have Slifer in the back. So we've seen all 4 of their Mons now. Great hit. Thunder Punch will clean up. Adios. Alright, that's a great start. Now the problem is I have well-baked body, so skill swap won't work again. So I need to try to reset Umbreon. Let's see who they bring in here. Dachsbun comes back. So I don't have time to switch out and switch back in. This is tricky. It's either Drain Punch or Thunder Punch into Grimmsnarl. I'm going to go Thunder Punch just in case they switch in the Armarouge. And I'm going to skill swap it as well. If I can take Prankster from them, nice, they just go for Reflect. I can give it to Dachsbun. Okay, Body Press, 3-hit KO. And we take Prankster, so now we can give it to Dachsbun immediately on the next turn. Thunder Punch for a little chip, but we're armed with chip. Alright, this is still tricky. I'm gonna Drain Punch Grimmsnarl. And I'm just worried about them switching in Armarouge and then me giving it Prankster and being out of position. But I'm gonna go for it. Okay, they don't switch. So they don't have well-baked body again. And I'm okay with Chip going down now. And he does. But that's cool because they're in a really awkward position with their gimmick. Because they need to switch Dachsbun out. But they probably don't want to switch Armarouge into that slot. Because if Armarouge goes down, they pretty much guaranteed lose. So I'm going to go Corviknight here. It would be nice to have Slifer on the field before that Armarouge gets out here. So I can Throat Chop it, but in front of 2 fairy types, when I want to save my Terra for Corviknight, it just doesn't make sense. So we'll just try to brute force through this. I'm going to Thunder Punch Grimmsnarl. I mean, I guess the obvious play is for them to switch Dachsbun into Armarouge. I just feel like it's so obvious they don't want to risk that. I don't know. I could Brave Bird into the slot. I'm just going to bulk up, though. They do switch out Dachsbun. This is fine, though, because... Is it fine? I don't know if +1 Brave Bird will KO Armarouge from this range. But I have to imagine they don't have much bulk. That's a good hit into Iron Mike. I have to imagine they don't have much bulk because they're Scarf, so they want to invest in speed and special attack. Okay, so, I mean, they have to lock into Lava Plume here. I gotta decide now who's more important, Iron Hands or Corviknight. I think it's gotta be Corviknight. So I'm going to Thunder Punch Armarouge. Hope that I can live the double up with Assault Vest. And we'll just Brave Bird with the Terra. Terra Ghost so that Lava Plume isn't super effective. And it's the best method to beating the Body Press Dachsbun. This is it, boys. This is the play that determines who gets all the momentum for the end game. Okay, Lava Plume will big body themselves, but they're still in range of whatever I got. Lloyd Banks gets burnt, but we got Lumberry, thankfully. That would have been rough. Come on. Not even close. Sheesh. Okay, Spirit Break takes out. But it's fine, because we have a Slifer in the back. And their Scarf, so they can't protect. Now I gotta ask myself if they switch out Armarouge into Dachsbun here. And my heart tells me they won't. So I'm gonna Throat Chop and just Roost. Let's go. I probably should have covered for them switching out by Brave Birding into Grimmsnarl. But yeah, that was actually pretty greedy, to be honest. That was definitely a bad play. I should have Brave Birded there. But I get away with a bad play, so I'm just going to be grateful and leave it at that. Agency. That's the kind of play that makes Blunder proud. I mean, would I really be agency if I wasn't making bad plays and winning the game with them? Come on. It's for the show. And I am at full health now. Okay, Dachsbun's out. Let's see if they have a way to hit me. I'm just going to Brave Bird Grimmsnarl. And once Grimmsnarl's gone, I can just spam Bulk Up. We've seen Body Press and Substitute from them. What's their Terra type? Steel. Wow, yeah, we're going to need a lot of Bulk Ups to get through this thing. But fortunately we're Ghost Terra, so they can't really do damage into us. Yeah, Play Rough is not going to do it. And Grim goes down. If they get a Play Rough drop, Mirror Armor will send it back at them, so Terra Ghost Corviknight puts us in about as good of a position as we can ask for. I'm gonna have to get up to +6 to beat this thing. I think I'll set Tailwind first. Really just a flex. They go for a Substitute. So Substitute, Play Rough, Body Press, probably Protect with leftovers. I was talking about in the beginning of the last video thinking about switching Corviknight for Talonflame. But Lloyd Banks is sitting here making a case for keeping him on the team. That's for sure. These bulk up endgames are truly something else. Really nice to have a way to somewhat guarantee that you can beat out these teams that set up. Hyper offensive mons are strong, but you're going to run into teams that have answers for them, and you know, being able to outlast stall teams and set up in their face and punish protects and things like that, it's just crucial. Like if I don't have Dragon Dance or bulk up, I guarantee lose both of these games. I know Corviknight did get clapped in that last battle by Hatterene, but open team sheet, I would have seen that it was Terrifier. I would have switched in Slifer and everything would have been fine, because Corviknight is actually better against Arboliva than Roaring Moon, because I don't get attack drops from the strength sap because of mirror armor. But yeah, we pulled it out regardless because I built this team with layers of security to get around that kind of stuff. So just bulk up. And that's the thing, hyper offensive teams, like, you get some easy wins with them, but then there's matchups you run into where you have no chance to win. Nice chip. Whereas I feel like with this team, you know, I might not have the immediate damage, but I haven't run into any matchup where I was like, yep, there was no shot in that one. Like, I might have to outposition and outplay, but there's always a shot with this team. I'm just going to bulk up one more time to +5, and then I'll check the damage and see with back-to-back Brave Birds. Maybe weave in a Roost just to get myself back up to full. Please just rage quit or concede the battle. You're not breaking through Corviknight, and you know it. I think I'll just Roost on this next turn to try to break their spirit a little bit. I never understand people who just sit through these end games like this. Like, it's not gonna happen for you. Thank you. GG. I appreciate that, opponent. That was a cool team. We're gonna call it there. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.